Well, hello, friends, and welcome to The Wandering Bard. I am your host tonight, Lori Grafe, and we are going to celebrate a little bit longer with St. Patrick's Day music. A few of our favorite Irish tunes that we have shared on previous live streams. I kind of dug a little bit into the archives to try to find some of these songs. Jeremy and I came up with a set list last week. We thought it would be just really cool because St. Patrick's Day was yesterday, and plenty of Irish tunes. However, Jeremy hasn't played a lot of Irish tunes on the live stream in quite some time. He's kind of dipped it more into other world music, I guess I should say. And anyway, hope everybody's week was good. I might sound a little nasally, that's true. I think I had maybe a little cold, or maybe it's allergies. Not really sure. The weather was absolutely beautiful over the weekend. And spring is tomorrow, which is crazy, and it's going to be really cold here, and it kind of is like all these trees are blooming, and it's quite lovely. And on my hike on Saturday, I got to see this beautiful flower. It's called bloodroot. It's like one of my favorite flowers. This is really beautiful white flower. And it's kind of like an early spring sign, and that's always cool to see. I actually saw one of the butterflies on the trail too, which was really cool. So I don't know if Oaken Raven's in the chat or she's checking in, but I always think of her now when I see the butterflies. And yeah, it's called a morning cloak butterfly. It's really, really cool. So it's an early spring butterfly that you will see on the trail. Anyway, that was my week, just kind of hanging out, getting this thing together. Hello, everybody in the chat. Silly Frog, Ray. Good morning, Judith. Hello, Lindsay. It's good to see you guys in the chat. I'm sure more of you are out there. Thank you for joining me for these clip and chat sessions that we've been hosting since Jeremy is traveling. And it's hard to believe he and Mark only have 2 more weekends in Arizona, and then they'll be traveling to Kilgore, Texas for Avalon Fair. And, hello, Misha. Hi, how are you? Good to see you, too. And you're in Sherwood right now. If you see, Volgamut is in the chat. Their crew is in Sherwood right now, having a blast, I'm sure. So, yeah, these tunes are just some Irish tunes that we picked out. And, just hanging out. Anyway, hope you're all good. And we'll just kind of just jump right into it. I'm not going to... Just kind of like the standard thing, we'll just do like the 4 songs, and then we'll have like a little break and come back and hang out and do the thing, and then a couple more songs. So the first set we'll start. It's like a live from the Wandering Bard, but it's not really live because this is live here with me, and then this first song is Jeremy and Mark. So they're just gonna welcome you like we normally would, but here we go.
Welcome to The Wandering Bard. I am Jeremy Grafe. My guest tonight is the illustrious Mark Williams.
Ooh, I've been moved up to illustrious now.
That's right.
I like that.
Well, you do have a nice luster to you.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
That's
I shine
not
every
what
day,
I meant.
Yes.
Anyway, friends, good to see you all. If you haven't done so already, please follow any number of channels you may be watching this transmission from, and be sure to share it with your friends. So, for those of you who don't know, Mark is a multi-instrumentalist who specializes in medieval music. But he can pretty much play whatever he wants, which is pretty cool.
Some of the time.
Entirely too modest. My words, they are simple. My story is true. Oh, once I was carefree, my own path to choose. I courted a lady by night and by day, but then
share some stories about it or what it is exactly? Or
Well, this is a bamboo flute made by Scott the Flute Maker, who I believe mostly sells at Texas Renaissance Festival now. He's been at many festivals, and he did study with Eric the Flute Maker for a long time. Then he has his own shop. It happens to also be a percussion instrument if necessary. If you choose to not want to play in a key that is flute friendly, I can just shake, rattle, and roll and go with that.
cool.
Oh, my name is Jock Stewart. I'm a canny gunman and a roving young fellow I've been. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I have acres of land and a man at command. I have always a shilling to spare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. So come fill up your glasses of brandy and wine. Whatever it costs, I will pay. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Well, I took out my dog and him I did shoot, all down in the county Kildare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. And come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush a bugle, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow.
I bear orders from the captain, get you ready quick and soon, for the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, for the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon.
And come tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where the gathering is to be. At the old spot by the river, quite well known to you and me.
One more word for signal, token, whistle out the marching tune, with your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon, with your pike upon your shoulder at the rising of the moon. Out from many a mud-walled cabin, eyes were watching through the night. Any manly heart was beating for the blessed morning's light. Murmurs rang along the valley to the banshee's lonely croon, and 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, by the rising of the moon, and 1,000 pikes were flashing by the rising of the moon. All along that singing river, that black mass of men was
and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon pure and crystal fountain, and around it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love were to leave me, I would surely find no other to pick wild mountain thyme all around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, the summertime is leaving, and the trees are sweetly turning, and the wild mountain thyme cast its seed by purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to the wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go?
Don't worry, friends. Don't worry. That's not the. Oh no, I froze myself. Don't worry, friends. That is not the last song. Woo! It has been quite a Monday, I have to say. Yeah. So those were some of like my favorite and Jeremy's favorite Irish tunes. Like I said, we came up with this set together. It started off with Blackbird with Jeremy and Mark. A Man You Don't Meet Every Day, which is a really wonderful song, and I really do like when Jeremy plays that, although he doesn't play it very often. Rising of the Moon with the Braymore Bards, which was Jeremy's Ren Fair group in 22. Gosh, isn't that wild to say, in 2022? And Rachel's in the chat. She's part of that group. There is one more song. Do not leave, because I do have one more song from the Braymore Bards, because they did a lot of Irish music, as do a lot of people at Fair. But I'd like to shout out, and I have their shirt on today. I'm going to have to stand and then readjust myself. But I have on my Langer's Ball shirt. Yeah. Because they are the coolest people ever. And they do really cool funk, folk, punk, Irish stuff. And they're at Arizona Renaissance Festival with Jeremy. And they are playing a show tonight, which Jeremy is going to. So I had to wear my shirt and shout them out, because they're awesome. If you don't listen to them, you should. They're just like really cool. Okay, that's my promo for other people. I'll promo my husband all day, every day, but you guys tune in and show up, and I appreciate that, and that's really cool that you're here hanging out with me in chat. Yay! So yeah, just a couple more songs to share. Oh, and the last one, Wild Mountain Thyme. That's always, I feel like that's, for me, because PA's our home fair, that's like the ender. And, you know, Jules sings that song, and it is like, wow. Her voice on the Globe, like, you know, that really big stage, if you've ever been to Pennsylvania Ren Fair, and then everybody's singing, and she does it like solo at one point, like nobody sings. It's kind of like this thing. But man, her voice is so good. And it's like, you know, oh, look, the Queen's up there singing this lovely song. And then it's always this like, you know, merry meet, merry part, merry meet again. And it's this whole thing. So it always makes me think of finale at Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. I don't know if that'll ever change. I mean, it is on good authority. Jules will be queen again this year. So I don't know if that's like a standard like forever and ever. Like, you know, I don't know. But lots of people will be back at Pennsylvania, and there's lots of new acts. Jeremy will also be back, which is great. He'll be back with Lemning, which is Jordan Cavalier and Marshall Fisher. And they'll be there at Pennsylvania Ren Fair for the first 6 weeks this year, which is opposite of last year, which is kind of cool. We won't have to deal with like the cold or whatever. We'll deal with the heat. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I think yeah, a lot of new acts this year. There's a lot of like some kind of circus type acts and things, which is kind of really cool. I'm excited to see new things, new people, and yeah. Why not? Anyway, a couple more songs, and then we'll come back and we'll do the final song, which I'm sure you can guess what that is. So here we go. Some more Braymore Bards.
Well mad, my own true love. Well mad, cried we. I've just returned from the salt sea. All for the love of me. Well, I could have married the king's daughter dear. She would have married me, but I
That's nice. Last night as I slept, I dreamt I met with Ben. I shook him by the hand and we passed the time of day. When questioned on his views on the crux of life's philosophy, he had a few good words to say. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. I am cursed but in scorn, jumped bail and ended up in jail. Life is often easy, but the rope was always slack. And now that I've a file, I'll go down to the Chelsea. I'll walk in on my feet, but I'll leave there on my back because I'm going. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. All the words that he spoke seem the wisest of philosophies. There's nothing ever gained by a wet thing called a tear. The world is too dark and I need the light inside of me. Walk into a bar and drink 15 pints of beer because I'm going. I am going, any which way the wind may be blowing. I am going, where streams of whiskey are flowing. Where streams of whiskey are flowing. Fare well to you, my own true love. No many fare thee wells. I am bound for a trip to California, a place that I know right well. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I am bound on a Yankee river ship. Lady Crockett is her name, and her captain's name is Burgess. They say that she's a floating chain. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. I sailed with Burgess once before, and I think I know him well. If a man's a sailor, he will get along. If he's not, then he sure is hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. The ship is in the harbor, love, and you know I can't remain. And I know it will be a long, long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee.
Oh, yes, yes. I am back. You are still here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this selection of songs that we kind of went through and picked for you all. I wish there was more to share. Honestly, I had to really dig kind of deep for some of these. Jeremy's been playing lots of other world music and has kind of like stopped playing Irish music because there are a ton of other bands on circuit that do Irish music, right? So he's been focusing on lots of other things. So he and Mark are out in Arizona for 2 more weekends, and then they travel to Kilgore, Texas for Avalon Fair. And they will be there for the month of April, just hanging out, playing music, doing the thing. And then after that, Jeremy comes home, so he'll be back in May. But I do think he's going to send me some practice sessions this week. So next week we will have some recorded stuff not from Fair specifically, because they're not allowed to record shows there. But maybe out on the trail, or we'll see what they come up with for this week. And then once they go to Avalon, they are allowed to record sets. So we'll actually get like Fair Day sets and things like that once they go there, which will be kind of cool. So next week will be just, some recorded things from them. And it's just great to see everybody in the chat. I want to know, where is the Gulf Wars, like, is that in Arizona? Remind me, because I feel like for some reason Jeremy was just talking about this with other people, but I could be wrong. It sounds like it would be, or like Louisiana or something. Maybe I'm completely wrong. See, I don't have the map behind me, so I can't cheat and be like, okay, where would it be? Where is it? What's happening? So anyway, I hope you had a great time. This is just a short one because, the Irish goodbye isn't going to keep going on and on tonight, unfortunately. We're just going to kind of play the last song, and I'm sure you know what it is. But anyway, thanks, everybody, for being here and hanging out every week with me. Next week, we'll be here right again, 8 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, just kind of hanging out. And we'll have some stuff from Mark and Jeremy next week. So we'll see what they send us. It'll be exciting. It's just a mystery. But anyway, friends, to you, to your health. See you next week.
Hey friends, thanks so much for tuning in and hanging out with me at the Wandering Bard tonight. I am Jeremy Grafe. Lori has been behind the control desk. Thanks for hanging out with us all. Love you all. See you next week.
See you next week.